warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today I'm gonna presenting about oral communication in early childhood education, which is PAKK1142. Okay, Assalamualaikum and a very good day to everyone present. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to share a teaching and learning idea that is good, interesting and highly suitable for early childhood education. Today, I like to present a concept that is highly relevant in today's educational context. Combining play with effective learning and through a model called Fun Learning Corner. In this presentation, I will explain how a learning corner can be transformed into a engaging and fun space where children not only learn language skills but also develop a wide range of abilities through the integration of digital tools. I will touch on the use of relevant and appealing themes, suitable language-based activities, and how modern technology can be used to enhance the overall learning experience. I hope this sharing will inspire everyone here to plan and implement more meaningful, engaging activities in preschool classroom, which is my product. The play-based learning approach is highly suitable for early childhood education. In this learning corner, I integrate fun learning activities with the use of digital tools to enhance children's engagement, comprehension, and interest in a joyful learning environment. My product is also aligned with the National Preschool Curriculum, which is KSPK, and holistic approaches. Let's move on to themes, which is I choose fruits. To spark children's interest, I have chosen the theme of fruits as the foundation for language activities in this learning corner. Fruits are naturally attractive to young children because they are familiar, colorful, and easily associated with daily life. This theme provides an excellent opportunity to introduce a variety of new vocabulary as well as the characteristics of fruits like colors, shapes, texture, taste, and nutritional value. The theme of fruit is chosen because it is family and relevant to children's everyday life. This theme also is rich in language elements and allows children to explore vocabulary related to color, shape, taste, and characteristics of fruits while making real-life connection. Through this theme, children not only learn to name fruits but also to describe and talk about them. It encourages them to explore language through conversation, storytelling, and guided questioning. In addition, this theme is flexible and can be extended into other learning areas such as mathematics, such as counting seeds, sorting by size or color, and we have also learning areas such science where fruits come from, healthy eating, like that. let's move on to language activities, which is guess the fruits. Okay, my rules of this activity is done in pairs. Children receive 2 clue cards, must communicate and guess the matching fruits, involves reading, speaking, and logical thinking, and includes spelling and pronunciation tasks. Okay, I would like to introduce the main activities in this learning corner called Guess the Fruit. Yes, these are pair-based activities where each children receive a card containing a clue about the same fruit. For example, one card may say, I am red and sweet, while the other says, I have small seeds and juicy flesh. Children must communicate with each other and collaborate to guess which fruits both clues are describing. Okay. Once they successfully identify the fruits, they will find the fruit picture displayed on the screen or card and chart and match it with the correct spelling. This encourages interaction and supports spelling practice in a fun way. Children are then prompted to pronounce and spell the name of the fruit either individually or together aloud. Okay. After that, they answer a simple comprehension question related to the fruit using digital devices such as tablets or laptops. If they answer correctly, they receive a reward as motivation. This activity encourages verbal expression, reading, critical thinking, and use of technology, all in one enjoyable experience. So, this activity is conducted in pairs. Each child receives a card with a clue about the same fruit. They must read the clues aloud, discuss with their partner, and work together to guess the correct fruits. This promotes communication, logical thinking, and collaboration like I said just now. Okay, now I will tell you about the steps of the activity. Okay, first, children read and say aloud the clues on the cards. Second, discuss and guess the correct fruit together. Third, take the number associated with the fruits and then search for the fruits on the smart TV screen. Spell and pronounce the fruit's name correctly. Answer a digital quiz using a tablet and receive a reward if the answer is correct. Okay, for your information, this activity helps children develop skills in pronunciation, speaking, active listening, vocabulary use, and recognizing spelling. It also encourages confidence in expressing themselves and communicating with peers. Okay, next. Okay, next, we move to the digital resources. Okay, digital tool that I use is WordWall. Benefits of using digital tools, which is digital technology makes lesson more exciting and easier to understand. Clear visuals and interactivity help improve children focus. It also supports the development of digital literacy from an early age. Okay, which is to make their learning experience even more exciting and enlightening. With 21st century education, I have integrated various digital tools into this activity. So, in this activity, I'm using a laptop devices to use for interactive quizzes. Applications like WordWall offer fun and educational games where children can answer questions by tapping on picture or matching words. These tools are not only engaging but also provide instant feedback to students, which is very helpful for young learners. Okay. For example, I'm using WordWall. WordWall allows us to create matching games between fruits, name and pictures, and it's make it easy to run picture-based quizzes in a child-friendly game-like format. Through these digital tools, children stay motivated and their learning is enriched with visuals, auditory, and tactical stimulation. Next, collaboration and interaction. Okay, this activity encourages teamwork between children. They need to communicate, share ideas, and listen to each other. It supports the development of social skills, empathy, and two-way communication naturally. Okay, one of the key values of this Fun Learning Corner is its emphasis on collaboration and peer interaction. In the Guess the Fruit activity, children must talk to each other, exchange ideas, and work together to find the right answer. Okay, this can help them to build confidence, communication skills, and a sense of teamwork. Okay. Also, children learn not just from the teacher, but also from one another through conversation, trial and error, and cooperative learning. They develop listening skills, the ability to respond appropriately, and mutual respect for their peers. Okay, this kind of social emotional learning is just as important as academic content. Additionally, as children use digital tools together, sharing tablets or answering quizzes as a team, they practice taking, problem solving, and helping one another. This interaction builds empathy and prepares them for future collaborative environments, even beyond the classroom. Okay, for instance, children who are more fluent or confident will naturally assist those who are unsure or hesitant. This is a true example of value-based learning. Children learn to help each other, be patient, respect others' opinions, and function as a team. So, in this context, the teacher acts as a facilitator, and the teacher moves from group to group, observing the students' interaction and offering guidance when they need it, and encouraging them to use polite and effective language. Also, in this collaboration also takes place during the use of digital tools. For example, two of children will work together using one tablet to answer the quiz. For me, the two children will work together using the laptop to answer the quiz. Here, they discuss before choosing an answer, which further strengthens communication and social support. So, overall, this activity makes the learning process more interactive, enjoyable, and also meaningful. It is because children are not just receiving information from the teacher, but constructing knowledge through active and purposeful social interaction. Okay, in this fun learning activity, I give assessments and reward to children, which is assessment is done through digital question to reinforce learning in a fun way. Small rewards such as candy or stickers are given to increase motivation and interest in learning. Okay, to conclude each session, I have designed a simple form of assessments in the form of a digital quiz, which is on the laptop that I use for word wall. That I'm using a word wall. Okay, this short quiz related directly to the fruit they guessed earlier and is presented in a fun, child-friendly format. The purpose is not to test them in a formal sense, but to reinforce what they have just learned in a engaging way. Okay, children who answer correctly will receive small rewards such as I'm giving stickers, candies, and also appreciation cards. Okay. These rewards serve a positive reinforcement to motivate them and acknowledge their efforts. When children feel recognized and appreciated, they become more enthusiastic and confident in their learning journey. Okay, now I would like to share some thoughts on the improvement I've made based on feedback I received from several individuals who review my product, which is the Fun Learning Corner. Okay, when I presented this product to my peers and lecturer, one of the most common and important pieces of the feedback I received was regarding the lack of label or clear indicators on the different part of my teaching aids. Although design is attractive and the planned activities work well, the absence of proper labels made it difficult for children to understand what they needed to do, where to begin, and how to carry out each step of the activity. Okay, for example, One of the key component in my setup is a rotating television screen, which is meant to display images of words and their spellings as a visual aid. However, without clear labels, children might not realize that they need to rotate the screen to search for the correct answer or to view additional information. This not only affects the effectiveness of the activity, but could also lead to damage if the material is not handled properly. Also, based on this constructive feedback, I have planned an important enhancement, which is to add clear and child-friendly labels to each part of the product. These labels will use simple words and visual symbols appropriate for preschoolers' understanding. For instance, on the rotating TV screen, I will include a label such as "Turn Me" or use an arrow icon to indicate the direction of rotation. I will also label areas with signs like "Place the card here" or "Find the picture here," and so on. Okay, also with these labels, children will feel more confident to carry out the activities independently or in pairs. It supports self-directed learning and helps them better understand the structure of the task without needing to rely fully on the teacher. At the same time, it reduces the risk of damage to the materials, but they will know exactly how to interact with them. So overall, in this improvement may seem like a small step, but it makes a big difference in terms of the children's learning experience and the overall effectiveness of the Fun Learning Corner. It not only helps children better understand the activities, but also makes it easier for teachers to monitor the learning process in an organized manner. I believe that by adding clear and child-friendly labels, my product will be more practical, safer to use, and ultimately a more enjoyable learning experience for young learners. Okay, lastly, in conclusion, this learning corner combines language elements, which is play and technology in an integrated way. It makes learning more meaningful, enjoyable, and effective for preschoolers, especially in developing early communication and literacy skills. Okay, in another words, in this Fun Learning Corner approach clearly demonstrates how play-based learning and digital integration can significantly improve engagement and learning outcomes in early childhood education. Through a simple theme like fruits, we can implement rich language activities like riddles, matching games, and quizzes, while incorporating digital tools that capture children's attention and enhance their learning. Okay, lastly, children not only develop language skills but also improve their social, emotional, and cognitive abilities in a joyful and pressure-free environment. I believe that when children enjoy learning, they learn better, and that's what we should aim for. I hope this presentation gives you a new idea and inspiration to create fun, meaningful learning experience in our classroom and my friends. Okay, one of the core benefits of this approach is that learning becomes enjoyable and meaningful for the children. By making the learning process playful and dynamic, we are encouraging greater engagement and retention of knowledge. So, through active participation, children are more likely to remember the new words, concepts, and social behaviors they encounter. Furthermore, this approach supports holistic child development, while the main focus is on language acquisition. Activities like this naturally integrate other areas such as problem solving, which is have a cognitive development, emotional regulation, is it through taking and waiting patiently, and also social skills such as collaboration, communication, and have empathy. Okay, as a teacher, for our teachers, it's important to remember that technology is not a replacement for personal interaction, but is rather a tool that can enhance learning. By using digital resources like interactive apps and games, we can make learning even more engaging and interactive. However, the heart of the learning still lies in meaningful teacher and student interactions and in encouraging peer-to-peer collaboration. Okay, as a call to action, I strongly encourage that all educators to consider integrating this type of fun, engaging, and digital inclusive approach in their classrooms. The Fun Learning Corner is not just about using technology, but about creating an environment where children are excited to learn, explore, and grow up.